Welcome back to YouTube Pro Cycling. Today we're going to be finishing off the Giro d'Italia. We are currently sitting at a irresponsible 14th position in GC after the crash of Micah in the second week, which is really unfortunate. Nonetheless, I've got a feeling that this week will be an overtaking special. I believe that we can still do something in this Giro, either in stage wins or with some majestic comeback. But I'm going to do my best on both occasions, and hopefully we can make this a very, very entertaining third week of the Giro. On the menu today are the last 7 stages of the Giro, so we start off with this stage. It has the Civiglio, so it is a perfect stage. I want to win this one, for sure. The next one is a mountain stage from Lovera to Ponte di Legno, pretty similar to the Courmayeur one, in my honest opinion, in the sense that the last climb is not steep, it's just a false flat area towards the finish line, but it still hurts because you don't really have the energy to react. The day after we go from Comisadura to Anterselva. This is a bit of an odd climb in my honest opinion. We start off with a climb at the start, probably won't too much, majestic descent to like sea level pretty much. Then we start going up towards the end of the stage, and the last portion of that is a odd climb. We've got 5.4% average, but that's because the first portion of the climb, the first 5 kilometers, are not really steep. The last portion of it is between the 7 and 8%, I would guess. Also an 11% section there as well. Nonetheless, this will be an important stage as well for GC. So on all these stages, we just need to do one thing: get Micah back in GC or win stages. One day after is a flat stage, so another opportunity for the sprinters or the breakaway potentially, because a long downhill at the start could lead to a very large gap to the peloton and the breakaway. We have to sprint with Gibbons or Decker depending on their form, or we go in the breakaway and we try and win the stage. On the 19th stage and the second to last mountain stage, we've got one big climb at the end, San Martino di Castrozza, and it is a relatively big one. We have 14 kilometers of climbing, not the steepest, 5.3 average, and only a max of 7.5. And the last mountain stage is from Fetre to Crocedon, and this one is so awesome because we start off with the first climb, the Cimacampo, then we go towards the next one, which is the Passo Mangen downhill, and then we have the Passo Rolle, which gives us another downhill towards the last climb pretty much, which starts off with Crocedon, a bit of a downhill, and then the last part of Crocedon, Monte Avena. I think most of the action will happen on the third climb, so this one, the Passo Rolle, because going on the Mangen is early with a solid 100k till the finish line, and waiting for Crocedon will make it that you can't really do much in GC. After all those mountains, we've still got a important GC stage on stage 21, which is the time trial, a small hill in the middle there, Torricelle, but I'm not sure that will matter too much for the stage. In general, it looks more flat than hilly. I don't know. 4.8% average is still quite steep for a flat ET. No red sections though, so it's gonna be in between. Fast things fast. Ivrea to Como. This is the one with the Civiglio downhill, so I want to win the stage. I'm not sure how yet, but I want to win it. There we go, the riders are starting this stage. I've got a bit of a strategy I want to try out. We have Decker, who's gonna be pacing in the peloton at 67-ish, 65-ish. Throughout the whole stage to make sure the gap with the breakaway is not higher than 2.5 minutes, because I want the stage. And I think I'm going to try and put some action on these 2 climbs. We've got the Madonna del Ghisallo and then the Colma di Sormano. I am not going to go ham on the first section there, most likely on the Sormano. Then the downhill section is amazing, so if we have a smaller group there, that is great. And then we need to go ham on the Civiglio pretty much. I want to win the stage, and that will be my battlefield. We've started the ascension of the Madonna del Ghisallo, and we're nearing the top already. I'm trying to get roughly my whole team to the front, to be fair, and hopefully they can all survive, but Rivera is making sure that is not happening. Gibbons pretty far up there as well. Camargo needs to be a bit more to the front, and Micah is looking good. I am going to switch Micah into a bit of a train pretty soon, but I want to get Gibbons across this climb as well, but that's going to be difficult. We've seen an attack by Masnada at the front. Break is 2 minutes and 15 ahead, so Decker did do his job quite alright. I'm going to try and move up now to close the gap to the Astana rider. There we go. Sakharin and Hirschi up there. And at the front we have Kemna. Again. The breakaway man of this Giro so far, I would say. Gibbons tries to survive, but that's going to be difficult. I don't think he'll survive the next spot, so we might as well use him as a bit of a domestique hit. There we go. Housley can protect Camargo for whatever it's worth. And I'm going to try and get Nibali to the front with Maika in his wheel. Actually, I'm not going to do so. I am going to do stuff with Maika himself, because then I'm using the speed of Maika while protecting him, instead of using the speed of Nibali and sitting in Nibali's wheel. So this strategy will make sure that Nibali loses more energy, but it will also be more effective if I actually try something. So going to be pacing 74 now with 7.3k to go. Ulisi punching hard. Let's go down to 70. I don't need to follow these guys yet. I'm going to wait a bit longer because we don't want to go too early. Nibali is doing his work all right. Gibbons trying to move to the front. Let's put Hausler on him. And we've got necessarily a higher pace, I would guess. Let's go 80. It's a lot for 6k to go, but I'm not planning to just sit here and not do anything. I am most likely going to try and move up on the right here. Get Nibali's pace going at Nibali's tempo. And a gel on Nibali. 4.7k to go towards the top. On one end I don't want to do it, but on the other end I kind of want to. It's 40k to go. I don't think we'll make it if we attack here. Civiglio's about to start. We've got one rider ahead, that is Sakharin. He's ahead because they just let him go. I didn't want to chase him because obviously I don't want to chase him that easily. But I am trying to aim for the stage win, so I need to catch him on this Civiglio climb. We've got Uran. No, it's Martinez on the right. Let's go 90. And Energy Gel. Sakharin's dead. And Yates is in our wheel. Let's not go ham yet. There we go. Let's wait a bit more. I'm going to maintain position for a bit. And let me regenerate a bit of yellow here. Let's go up again. What if I attack here? There we go. Carapaz is responding. We're going with two riders. Let's try and work together with Carapaz. Come on, Maika. Come on, man. Carapaz and Maika on the road. We've got Maas pacing us back. We don't have much yellow, but I think we can make it till the top. But Carapaz attacks on us. Oh my god, Carapaz. I didn't see that one coming because he's not the leader. And he's gonna break us, but I hope that we can stick ourselves to the wheel of Maas, who is dying as well. We've got a bit of a gap on the peloton, who is 40 seconds behind and not pacing, so we're still doing a good thing. No. Oh, my heart, man. Oh my god, Maas is down. Let's try and catch Betancourt here. We don't want to spend too much energy either, so let's go, I don't know, 30 in the downhill because it's a pretty steep one. But we need to switch it to 85 the moment we hit the bottom of the Civiglio downhill. That's right here. A crash by Uran, Dumoulin and Lopez. The pink jersey is down. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's I can't say it's amazing, but oh my god. Come on. Carapaz is winning the stage, but I don't care really, because we're taking a shit ton of time on the GC, guys, I think. Let's go 99 and sprint for it. That is 30 seconds. Oh my goodness, and Dumoulin is not here at all. We won some time on the favorites, and we've got not here. Here the group of Lopez, Dumoulin, Uran and Martinez, so very good for us. We cracked on the Civiglio, but Carapaz deserved the victory here, to be fair. I thought he was going to work for Bernal, but he decided to go on his own, and he won the stage with it. We did gain some time on some favorites, which is amazing. Let's take a look at the pink jersey. I was saying that the pink jersey was down with Dumoulin crashing, but that was obviously not the case since Bernal was wearing that. Bernal 1 minute 57 ahead of Adam Yates now, Dumoulin on 2 minutes and so forth. The one good thing is that Lopez is coming closer towards us. I'm honestly mostly interested in GC, so let us slowly but surely take a look here. We gained a minute on the group of Enric Mas, and we gained 2 minutes on the group of Lopez, so I'm not sure what Martinez was at, but I think he's behind us now. There we go. We are 11th, so 12 minutes 31. That means we're 40 seconds from the top 10. Guillaume Martin 11:52, and we are only 6 minutes and a half from the top 6. Top 5 will be difficult. That is a solid 8 minutes already. It's crazy. Nonetheless, Carapaz just behind us. On paper, he should be working for Bernal in the next few stages, so he should drop, but you never know. Enric Mas, 13:47. Honestly, due to the crash, to be fair. Otherwise, he would most likely still be ahead of us. Martinez dropped from before us to 15th pretty much, which means he also lost a shit ton of time due to the crash. Kemna in the breakaway a lot, and lost some time because of that today. The next stage on the menu is the one from Lovere to Ponte di Legno. The starting section looks like it should be categorized to my liking, the Passo della Presolana. I don't expect anything to happen there, just some struggle to form a breakaway. I don't think Micah can get into the break with 11th in GC, so we'll have to do it with other people. But I do not want to send my luxury domestiques in there either. I want to try something on... I think the Gavia's too soon, to be fair, so I want to try something on the Passo del Mortirolo, but I'm not sure that I can beat the GC gods on the Mortirolo, so it's gonna be a struggle, but I'll do my best and we'll see what comes of this, to be fair. I think we can still move up to top 7 or something in GC in the next few stages if we play it right, so let's try that at least. Uphill start, so we need to make sure we start off with the actions necessary to set up the stage very early. I'm going to be, should I do something on this one? I'm not sure about a potential breakaway really, but I could. But I won't, because Micah can't get into the break, so maybe Nibali? Need to get to the front first though, so I could pace with Decker to make sure that the peloton stretches out a bit, and that way we might be able to get through the peloton quicker with the guys I want to get to the front. So Housley can protect Micah for the first portion of the race. Gibbons looking good, but this is not his stage. He can protect, I think, Tejada. Pretty good day on this one, so that's a surprise. Rivera for Camargo, and then we've got everybody protected outside of Nibali, who's going to be trying to go into the breakaway right now. Decker can actually follow that as well. 2 men of us in the breakaway. Then I can put you on relay 75, I don't know. Decker can try and attack again, because apparently that didn't work. Come on, Decker. There we go. Work together. And now you can sit up. Maintaining position 75 is faster than going uphill relay with Decker on 85. Says a lot about Decker, to be fair. Not gonna lie. It looks like I need to go ham to even get to my boy here. I'll wait on you. And now I can sit up with, not Decker, with Nibali. There we go. Brambilla trying to join us. Power, Masnada, and Kreuziger. And Konovalovas is pacing in the peloton. So FDJ is not happy, but they seem to be the only team unhappy. So we might be able to make it this way. Asgren attacking Zakarin, Reichenbach, Pozzo, Vivo, Kemna, Paripent, Rivera. So plenty of people again. But no rider of FDJ. Herada going again. And now Konovalovas trying to attack together with Wellens, Ulisi, Padden, and Gebrek Zabir. So that is one insane breakaway. Let's try and get Nibali protected. 78 mounted on the day, man. If this break holds, he can win the stage. So Decker survived officially, I think, 10 kilometers. And his yellow and red is gone by protecting Nibali. So good job, Decker. You are officially useless to Nibali in the breakaway now. We're only like 30 kilometers in, and honestly, it's looking good for the breakaway. We've got a gap of 9 minutes 57 already. And we are closing that gap that formed in the downhill, so that's perfect. I'm one of the only riders in here that does not have a teammate, so thank you very much for that, Decker. You're literally in the middle of that, just riding there. useless right now. Not kidding. And let's get some water in the meanwhile, because we can. I'll try and do so with Hausler probably after the next climb, because we do not want to get water in a group on an uphill section or in the middle of a downhill, because then you can't get back before the uphill section anyway. So let's set up with Nibali in this group. Let's keep as much energy as possible and let's try and aim for a stage win in the breakaway. And let's try and go very well with Micah in the stage as well. Looks like we're kind of passing the finish line here. That's odd, but I guess we're doing that. Nonetheless, I would like to get some water with Nibali and the peloton as we move towards the Passo Gavia pretty soon. David Decker at the back, and yeah, can't say much about it. He sucks at climbing. The breakaway is really pushing through on the Gavia with an 8.5-minute gap. I think that's enough, because if you pass the top of the Gavia, you've got plenty of downhill to really push on, and I don't think the peloton will be pushing in the downhill of the Gavia too much. So let's hope that is true, because then we can aim for a stage win with Nibali, because he's looking really good. Not gonna lie there. I just gotta make sure I don't spend too much energy here in that front group. In the peloton, we're looking good. I am losing the protection on Micah pretty soon. Same with Rivera on Tejada, so most likely gonna switch to Gibbons on Tejada and Camargo on Micah there. There we go. And then I can use energy gel on Gibbons already, because he's not gonna survive the Gavia. We're actually starting to struggle in the breakaway, but the tempo is going down because of it, because I feel like everybody's kind of starting to struggle. Kemna still has energy, so we gotta try and beat Kemna somehow. But he just keeps on going, the man. He's fast in KOM, and we'll probably try and hunt for those HG points. I think that's still 9 minutes 50 to the peloton, so looking really good for the breakaway. Just gotta get past the block of Ulysses here. And Brambilla, come on, man, come on. Don't do that to me. Let's go, let's sit up with them. Maintain position. 70. I don't want to go too far. Come on, let me regenerate. This is not going to go too well, I think. Let's sit up there. Right here, we're looking good still. You are protecting, I don't know who you are protecting, because that's not the color that we see on Micah. But apparently he is protecting Micah. Okay. And the gel on Camargo. Nibali's dying in the breakaway here. 2.5 kilometers, come on, man. And there goes Kemna. Let's try and pace our own way to the top here. But this is too fast for us. We cannot follow here. But most people can't. And I think Kemna's kind of dying as well. Just got to try and make sure we can come back in the downhill here, because that's a very long downhill. I think the gap is roughly a minute now on Kemna, and he still has a bit of energy towards the top, so looks like the man is in some real form right now. In the peloton, we are looking at Micah. Gonna try and attack with Tejada. There we go. Let's try and put him in the attack. Let's space 66 with him towards the top. Let's create a bit of a gap. Potentially we can try and bridge up with Michael then on the Mortirolo, if we can make that possible. Let's try and bridge up to the front. This is a bit of a downhill where you need to keep riding. But I don't like that these guys will try and work together to keep me behind them. We don't have the most amount of energy with Nibali either. Gonna try and go 30, maintain position to regain a bit of energy, but we should be fine with that for the next few kilometers. And we are looking good with Tejada as well now. Let's put him on 80. That's a 1.5 minute gap on the peloton here. I can't attack yet because we don't have the manpower with Tejada there to keep going in this downhill. There's too much downhill for that. I would expect at least. Still a 50-second gap. I'll try and come back in the flat section, but Sakarin having trouble with that very low downhill skill as well. So I can get to the front with Antonio here. Tejada can do something similar in a second. And we cross top of the Gavia. Let's put ourselves on 30 with Tejada and get towards the front. And Nibali can try and do it in this front group here. Hopefully he can come back very soon to start recovering already, but they don't look to be pacing at a very high pace, so I think I can come back, which would be the ideal situation. And we're down to 30 seconds now. Tejada keeps going solidly. I don't think that Gibbons will be able to come back. I'll put him on auto, same with the others in our squad. Tejada needs to go to 85, not yet. Let's put him there to be sure. Nibali with 20 seconds to go. Then I can sit up in their wheel and just recover everything I've got. The one advantage is that Kemna has to go for K1 points, so he loses energy because of that. I'm not sure if that will matter too much for the eventual outcome of the stage though, because we obviously don't look in remotely the same form with Nibali as Kemna is at the moment. But we'll wait here for a bit. I don't want to go ham here. Peloton 13 minutes behind. Tejada is going a bit too swiftly to my liking. Let's do 67 instead, and the peloton is not exactly, well, he's actually pacing. We've got Bettiol pacing in this downhill section. This is a good moment to get some water with everybody, because otherwise we will forget, and we don't want that with the upcoming parts in the race. Let's get some water with Gibbons as well. Put him back on auto because I tried to relay a bit to get him back, but still a 4-minute gap, so I don't see that happening directly. Tejada trying his best to keep that gap going, but it does not seem to be working too splendidly right now. And Nibali in the breakaway looking fine at the moment, regenerating all that yellow. Okay, a little bit of an update for the race situation. It's still the same, but let's take a look at it. Nibali in the front group together with Parepintre, Ulisi, Brambilla. We've also got Zakarin and Kemna. So the strongest climbers on paper are Zakarin and me with that daily form. Kemna if he has amazing daily form as well, but we don't know that. Behind us, Tejada is still pacing between the breakaway and the peloton. A minute ahead of the peloton now, minute 20 roughly. And I'm going to keep on going there. And Micah is in the peloton on a pretty safe distance from the breakaway, so the breakaway should have the upper hand here. 11 kilometers of climbing on this Mortirolo, but very steep, so we gotta watch out, we really do. Let's try and make sure we don't spend too much energy at the earlier parts of the climb. 9k to go now towards the top. Zakarin's pulling a bit, so tempo's going up. I don't want to go too fast either. I am going to be putting Tejada on 75 because the peloton is coming fairly quickly. That is an 8.5 km distance towards the top, so I don't like that. Tejada's getting caught already, that's for sure. We've lost a bit of ground here in this next group, but I think they are going too quickly, so I'm gonna go my own tempo and hope that I'm correct here, because I don't see us going 85 to the top. So on paper, I do think I can try and manage my energy as much as possible and aim to win it like this. Camargo's done in the peloton when it comes to his red, so I'm going to try and move up with Micah on the right here. Craddock wasn't blocking me a bit. Now Piccoli's doing it. Trying to move up because I actually want to do something here, but I can't do it if I'm stuck behind people. In the front, we are now 1 minute 26 behind. Together with Brambilla, 1 minute 30. It's not ideal. And I'm gonna wait a bit more. Looks like Dunbar is up here still. Let's try and attack here. There we go. We've got, I think, Martin with us. Let's go 69 with Micah here. But I think Zeitz is going to try and catch us there. In the breakaway, we are setting our own tempo, but these guys just keep on going. I'm not sure how they have the capabilities of doing that. I just don't think Nibali is that good compared to them then. Let's sit up and not do anything because we need to save our energy. Maintain position 65 for all I care. And up here we are still doing the same thing. Ulysses dropping at the front, so looks like he went too early. But I don't think we'll make it either to the top, so yeah. I don't think it will matter too much. Kemna will most likely win the stage, I would expect. Micah having trouble now at the front of the group. These trees are in the way. I'm just gonna wait as long as possible and try and attack at the top here, but not sure if that will be good enough to gain more time. Nibali doing his best, but he won't get more out of this. Well, Antonio is closing in on the top. He is closing in on Ulysses as well, but his red bar is 1/3 of the way down and his yellow is gone, so he will most likely be finishing 5th on this stage. A bit more down the climb, we've got Micah, and he's got 3 kilometers to go, so I'm almost going to try something, but not yet. It's a very steep climb, so I don't want to go too early. But I obviously don't want to go too late either. Let's just wait a tiny bit more and then try and launch an attack pretty soon. I should not do my energy shell yet, considering we've got the finish that is still very long. Let us punch in the attack right now. Can we drop a few people with that? Oh, we get blocked into oblivion by Gebre. Come on, man. That was a perfect attack, and now Carapaz is on our wheel. Oh my god. Fucking Gebre. Let's do it again. 85, Carapaz will try and follow us again. Same thing like last time. We've got a kilometer towards the top, so we can try and go ham a bit. Let's sit up again. And let's try and punch in the attack again. There we go. Let's go 99. Nibali at the front in the downhill here. He lost some time to Ulysses again because I probably didn't up it enough here, but still, we're trying to regenerate as much as possible right now. And I'm going to do exactly the same with Micah here. Let's maintain position 30, and we've got a minute with Micah. They're not really pacing here. That is really good for us. But a minute, let's hope that's enough to survive the last 10 kilometers here. Last 14 even. But it looks like the downhill is pretty long, so that is the good part here. I might need to pull back Nibali to Micah, I would think. Should I? What if I put him on 0 here? Like 1. I will. Because I don't expect him to come back 2 minutes, so let's just wait. Let's wait on 1. There we go. As much as possible regeneration on Micah here. They're closing in behind me, so our 30 was maybe a bit too low. Going to effort caster again. I'm waiting so much with him right now. With Nibali. Come on, man, wait. There we go. We've got Carapaz with us now. Do we see people dropping from the group here? I'm just gonna sit up. And I'm going to relay 60 here because I think they're gonna catch up anyway. Let's take some water with him, because why not? Let's try and do the same in the peloton, but please no attacks right now. We don't need it really. Let's wait. Let's wait a bit more. And the moment Nibali is close to this group, I want to attack. It's gonna be too early, I think. And they're starting to pace now, so that's not good either. We've got 9 kilometers to go. Gonna punch in the attack together with Lopez, or alone actually. There we go. Let's wait. Come on, come on, come on. Betancourt with us. Let's try again. Ah, this is too early, man. This is too early. We don't have the yellow to go yet. And I don't want to lose time to anybody, so it's just a game of chess, really. I'm trying to get away and get to Nibali, then Nibali can start pacing. That's what I've got in mind, but we can't do that with the yellow we have now. So he's gonna wait again. And Can I punch in the attack right now? Let's try it again. There we go. Let's put you on 99 here. There we go. I think we might have gone too early. We might have gone too early with Micah. And it did not work. Let's sit up for a bit. But attacks are coming, so we need to go crazy now in this last few kilometers. But yeah, it's just gonna be us riding to the finish, really. Because I don't see Micah winning this stage anymore. Let's just keep on going. Let's go 99 to make sure there are no gaps here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. There might be a gap here. There might be a gap here. I don't think so. Oh god, this is a gap. This is a 35-second gap, apparently. How is that possible? Nibali, come on. Sprint that gap down. Sprint that gap down. He's gonna close it, I think. I think Nibali's gonna close this. Come on, man. I think he's gonna close it. I think he did. That was a clutch, man. Well done. I'm afraid it's over for Dekker, this Giro, because the man has no green left, no yellow left, and no red left, which means that he will certainly lose those extra 6 minutes he needs to get out of time. So I'm afraid Dekker is no more. I was talking about Dekker, but Pozzo as well. What the fuck, man? How is Domenico Pozzo Vivo down here? Yusuf Mirza is understandable. Scott Waits as well. Colleague. Frapporti at the back. We have Martinelli. All these people are understandable, but Pozzo Vivo, man? That's crazy. Plenty of people are going to come out of time today. We were pretty sure of a 5th spot with Nibali, but I clearly don't care about a 5th spot in the stage, so I decided to pull him back to try and get Micah a potential extra in time, but that did not happen, as Micah could not get away on the Mortirolo or on the flat section afterwards, really. Carapaz kept on pacing behind us, and yeah, we couldn't get away. When it comes to the general classification, the only downside of this at the moment is that Kemna flew past us by 7 minutes, and now he's 3 minutes ahead of us, pretty much 3 minutes and a half. So props to him getting in the breakaway and such, but unfortunately we are unable to get in there, so that is very sad. 12 minutes 31. We are still looking at the same time pretty much as the last stage. Last stage we tried so much, but nothing came out of it. Today we're gonna do the same. Começadura to Anterselva. Let's try and make this one happen. I am gonna try and go in the breakaway again to see if I can win a stage like that. And obviously I'm gonna have Micah in the peloton for if we have to pull it off there. But it is a bit of an odd stage. This finish is not the most difficult, so I would guess that from the peloton that I can have an opportunity here, because I should be able to follow Bernal for at least like the last 5 kilometers of the stage. That first 5 of this climb is pretty much falls flat, so I can't really look at that for the indication whether I can follow. But the last 5 are steep, so that's where I should be able to follow. Nonetheless, gonna do our best and we'll see where we land. Oh my god, I forgot about Dekker. He's out of the race. F in the comment section, guys. That's so sad. Camargo with a -3, that's not good. Nibali with +3 again, so he's looking really good right now. Rivera can try and go into the attack to get it. Nibali, so that's kind of my goal. Let's unpause the game, otherwise we'll be here forever. And I would also kind of like to get Gibbons in the breakaway. Maybe Hausner as well. Just as many people as possible, because then we can try and have people ahead for if we make a move with Micah somehow. Nibali attacks as well together with Skudgens and Hamilton. Let's try and bridge over towards Rivera here, who's in the group together with Power, Mosca, Martinez, Parepentre and Gaburo. Then we have Gibbons also moving up. Plenty of people trying to attack. Leo Vincent not happy with that. Maybe he's trying to attack as well. Let's try and bridge over together with Piccoli here. Let us put Rivera on relay duty 85. Maintain position with him. Hausler trying to bridge over as well. Perfect. Camargo can protect Micah right now. We've got Reichenbach moving up, Hirschi and Kochetkov. And we now have 3 riders in the peloton. I think that should be enough. The breakaway has somewhat settled down. We've got a gap of 10 minutes already to the peloton, so it might be a stage for the breakaway. We've got 4 opportunists in that to try and give it a chance. Now, let's get Hausler to get some water for everybody, and let's try and do the same with Camargo in the peloton. Nonetheless, the breakaway consists of a lot of good riders. First of all, Rivera, Vakoc, Kochetkov, Gebre, Wellens-Padden, Jorigi, Hamilton, Reichenbach, Restrepo, Piccoli, Martinez, Hirschi, Power, Gaburo, Skujins, Gibbons, Nibali, Hausler, Mosca, Brambilla, Paripentre, and Masnada. Paripentre already with 77 mountain. That's how he won the last stage. The man's growing like crazy. We're now ascending the Elva, so the next categorized climb. Not the longest, not the hardest, but the break is challenging us. We're trying to stick together with everybody that we have up here. Rivera most likely won't survive this climb, potentially, 2 kilometers. He's got the yellow to survive it, so I would guess he can, but he does not have the red. But that's not really the necessary aspect here, so if we can stick ourselves to the back of the group towards the top, then that would be ideal. Nibali will survive. Hausler, same thing as Rivera, to be fair, but Rivera's losing his yellow really fast, so I don't see that happening. I really don't. Gibbons can follow. Obviously in the peloton we're not having any troubles, but the gap is 9 minutes 30. Rivera is now a solid 45 seconds, 1 minute, 1 minute 10 behind. It's quite a lot already, but we'll try and come back, but I can't be sure that he will. Next climb, and Rivera is not coming back, so let's pull him towards the peloton, otherwise he's just useless at this point, so we don't want that. In the breakaway, we don't want to go too fast with both of our riders, so let's try and aim towards 83 at the moment. Let's hope that's enough on Gibbons. Looks like the effort is flashing red a bit, so we gotta try and make sure it's enough. 85 maybe, but I think he will survive this climb, and then he will be the last man for Nibali on the Anterselva climb if the break makes it, which looks like might happen considering the gap is 9 minutes with 46 kilometers to go. Tempo is excruciating. Nibali still hanging on. I can even go lower a bit on Nibali. Gibbons on 87 right now, trying to keep it up. I'm going to put him on protecting Nibali towards the top here. He should be able to do that without too much trouble since it's only 400 meters to go. Mr. Kemna's not in the break today, so that's one advantage. But Paripentre is going to be a competitor for this one, that is for sure. Hausler is dying and will not be coming back, so let's pull him back to Rivera, and we've now got 2 people hanging between the breakaway and the peloton. That's great. Camargo's pretty much done. He will not be surviving till the top, so Tejada can start protecting Maika here, and then we got our protector again. Okay, Gibbons just about survived. Let's try and recover a bit before we get to the final climb. The Anterselva climb starts in about 13 kilometers, so with 9-ish K to go. In the breakaway, we've got full yellow with Nibali. We've got relatively high yellow with Gibbons, so he's looking good for protection. In the peloton, Rivera's dead, but he is protecting Tejada right now, while Hausler is protecting Maika, so we've got more people protecting each other. Camargo trying to get back, but then we bring back everybody, although I don't mind bringing back sprinters for this. So let's try and move up. At the front, I am probably going to focus on conserving energy, but 9 kilometers of climbing, I feel like we should be able to do that. We have 2 attackers. Paripentre and Wellens have decided to go off at the front. We do have Gibbons for this, so I'm relaying 85 with him to make sure that the others keep relaying, so that is ideal. I am going to use energy gel on Rivera. He's out of water as well, but let's be real here. I'm not going to spend too much energy on getting that at this moment. It's looking good in general, but I need to stop pacing here now, because we don't need to pace for no reason at all in the breakaway. What I always find hard is focusing on 2 groups at the same time, because if I'm looking at the peloton, then I won't see an attack at the front. And I obviously want to see... example right here. That's what I mean. Exactly. Let's go 85 with Gibbons. Let's try and close down the attack here, because we don't want that to happen. And it is Paripentre that is pulling through. Brambilla following. And it looks like Paripentre is looking dead on the right there when it comes to his red bar. So that's good for us. And he's dead in total. We have Brambilla that keeps on going right now. I'm going to get a bit of a train going in this. Oh god, no, 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 no. Why is Tejada there? Not to the front. Let's try and push this around. They've got 13k to go. Energy Shell on Gibbons. He's going to try and close that down. Let's try and work together with these guys, and let's try and catch Brambilla here. We've lost by the Peintre, and we are losing a lot of people now, so Nibali, come on man, you gotta try and win the stage here, but Brambilla is off at the front. Is Tejada almost in the train? He is not. That's not cool either. Come on, Nibali. I think we can go for a little bit of an attack. There we go. I think we're going too early though, so I don't like that. I need to go slower. Let's go 68. I just hope that Brambilla doesn't keep going at this pace, because then we won't be able to make it. Oh my god. This is difficult. Tejada. Oh god, this tempo is going up excruciatingly, so let's move up again and let's try and switch this around. Hausler is done. Let's try and get Micah to the front ASAP. Brambilla is still within reach for us. Come on, man. Come on, Nibali. Come on. This is your moment. This is your time to shine. I don't want to go yet. I should go 80 right now. 1.5 kilometers. Can we win a stage with Nibali? That is the real question. We shouldn't go too early, but I don't want to go too late either. Gonna push through. I'm gonna push through for a bit. We've got 800 meters to go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let us... Oh my god, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. Let's start sprinting with 500 meters to go. Is Nibali gonna win the stage? It's gonna be really close. No, Martinez. No, 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 no. It's... Oh my god, Martinez. Why would you have to do that to us? Oh my god. Let's try and move up here, because we've got a bit on the left here right now. Gonna try and go at a higher pace with Micah. And let's go 85. We've got attacks right now. I cannot follow that yet. I want to see if I can follow anybody that responds. So maybe Bernal on the right. But nobody's responding, so let's try and attack ourselves. There we go. Together with Mas. Looks like Oran's trying to close that down. And Gel on Micah. Come on, man. Come on, come on, come on. They're going to fly past us with their red, aren't they? Let's try and get towards Martin and Lopez. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Keep going, keep going, keep going. We're going to die here. We're going to die here, but we're going to finish together with Mas, who is 25 seconds ahead of this group. So we gain time on some people, but I'm not sure how much is going to be in the end. Second in the stage, goddammit. Martinez had more energy in the end. And that's super sad. Or we could have launched one tiny bit later, but I didn't know when to launch, and I tried and it was just like 1 second too early or something. It must not have been too much of a difference there, but we're second, and it's honestly good for Antonio Nibali. He's never going to do this in real life, most likely. He may if he wants to, but I don't see it happening. And in GC, we did pretty well with Micah. I think we move up quite a few places, but we're going to have to see in a second. Daniel Felipe Martinez comes in a clutch to win a stage for EF Education Fast, just ahead of Antonio Nibali. It's so sad, is it not? When it comes to the pink jersey, we are not in the top 10 yet, but I would not be surprised if we're 11th. I'm not sure though. Kemnov fell to 10th, so I expect to pass him still, so top 10 is coming closer, I feel. Again, a second place in a stage. We have had so many podiums in this Giro, it's insane. Honestly, I think we have like 6 or 7 podiums. Antonio Nibali on this one. Gibbons comes in 14th, but that's not too important outside of taking some points for the points classification. Actually, he got 2 points, yeah, so that's amazing. When it comes to the stage, Micah finished 19th on 9:18, so he only lost time towards Lopez, which is fine for me. We did gain 20 seconds on all these other favorites and even more on Kemna, Ulisi and such. Let's take a look what this does for GC. We're still 14th, so we didn't move up to 11th. I was wrong there. That is for sure. And I think that's because Masnada flew past everyone. Pretty sure of that. Maybe Betancourt as well, to be fair. Nah, who did that? Is it Martinez? No, he's not. Oh my god, Martinez flew to 7th. Damn it. Yeah, that sucks a bit because we're losing time because of people that are gaining time in the breakaway while we are not allowed to go into the breakaway. The current gap between us and the top 10 is 2 minutes and 36 seconds. I think that's possible, but we'll have to see. I'm afraid this is going to be the end of the first part of this episode. I know that sounds weird, but I genuinely did not expect this episode to be that long, and I cannot upload it to our video because that's just not very ideal. And I put a vote up on the community tab on my channel yesterday, and you voted for 2 1-hour episodes instead of 1 2-hour episodes, so that's what you're getting. So this is a bit of a to be continued. We're currently not yet where we want to be, and I hope to be able to get better at that in the next episode. So I guess I'll see you tomorrow for the last part of this Giro d'Italia. Goodbye.